Welcome back, and we're here with Championship correspondent Pascal Lemaire to talk about Saturday's match between Fulham and Reading. Start with the home side, Pascal, scraped through to the FA Cup fourth round on penalties, but league form still leaves a lot to be desired.
Certainly does. I think the FA Cup result, that could be a bit of a confidence boost. Obviously, they go through to face Sunderland next, and they could go through maybe to the fifth round. Sunderland, even though they're a Premier League team, they're down at the bottom. So I think Fulham maybe fancy their chances in that one, but obviously they've lost 3 in a row in the league, and they haven't scored in any of those games either. Last weekend, losing 1-0 at Cardiff, and Ross McCormack, he got the very late goal that sent the tie against Wolves to penalties, but he needs to find his feet again in the league. So does Hugo Rodallega. Not scoring in those games. They're 18th in the table, only 5 points above the drop zone. So they need to find their feet again in the league, because Kit Simons, he's sort of had a little patchy form since he became permanent manager. They go through runs, unbeaten runs, where they sort of look like they'll climb towards mid-table, but this recent run looks like they'll be dragged down towards the bottom. So they need to improve soon.
Reading, on the other hand, are improving under Steve Clarke.
They are, yeah. He lost his first game 1-0 at home to Watford, and that was such a disappointing start for him, because Watford had a man sent off at half-time, and you would have thought Reading might have gone on to win that game, but in the end they lost it. But since then, they're 4 unbeaten, really improved recently. Obviously, 0-0 draw last time at home to Middlesbrough. They might have fancied winning that one, but Middlesbrough, they're right up there, 4th in the table, and I think Adam Federici made a lot of key saves in that one. They could have easily lost that game if it wasn't for their keeper, so I think it was a good point, and there's a lot to build on there.
What's your score prediction for this one?
I think it could be quite a high-scoring game, to be honest. Even though Fulham have conceded, they haven't scored recently, I think they might get back on the score sheet here. I'm going to go for a 3-2 Reading win.
The Sportsman going for a 3-2 win for Reading.